Hi everybody, this is JennaroniPepperoni, and today is joining me my boyfriend, Senpai Z. Last week, I gave the announcement that he and I are finally going to be moving into our first apartment, so unfortunately, I will not have enough time to do another review. Therefore, I decided to do something a little different and hopefully fun for the both of us, a Q&A video. Basically, just to explore a little bit about how we got into collecting, what we collect, and why we're different kinds of collectors. In that post from last week, I put out a poll to try to find out what kinds of questions you guys had about us. I often do reviews about his figures on my channel, as you're probably already aware. So the first question comes from Starzaki, and their question was, did you both collect figures? If not, who started collecting first?
Actually, I was the one who started collecting first. Funny story about that. It all started when I wanted to build a computer, like around 2015, 2016 time. I would see people post up pictures of their computers and their builds, and I'm like, they had anime figures on it. I'm like, that's crazy, that's impossible, who does this? This is witchcraft. So then I got a cool case too, and I just said, oh, I'm gonna put an anime figure in there. Went on Amazon, bought a Band Presso like $30 figure, and I thought, it's funny because at the time I thought that was too much. And little did I know, that's what was gonna start this slow descent.
I had a figure before I ever knew about anime figure collections. I had my Puella Maggie Madoka. What manufacturer is she from? Good Smile.
Good Smile.
Good Smile, yes. I had her, but I had her on a random table collecting dust. I didn't take care of her at all. But then when he started building his PC and he got that $30 figure, we started exploring anime figure shops. And that's when I ran into my card captor Stars Bless You figure.
Worst idea ever.
Yeah, $250 is what she cost me. And I thought I was making the biggest purchase
of your life.
Of my life, exactly. I was like, wow, this is it. It's a one-time thing. I'm never gonna do this again. I was wrong.
Do you want to sell me?
No.
That figure, by the way?
Not even a little bit. Okay, second question is by ladieslove.red, and she asks, congrats on your apartment. Oh, thank you, by the way.
Thanks, yeah.
It's our first apartment, so we're pretty excited to be able to display our whole collections. Right now, we're pretty limited. We're still in our own family's homes, so we're in one room, and there's just really not enough space for everything we have. But anyway, she asks, between you both, how many figures do you own? We gotta do the math.
Well, I know that with the scale is coming in next week, I'll have about maybe like 86 scale figures. Another like roughly 10-ish Nendos. Yeah, it's about 96 figures, yeah.
And I have a bunch of everything. So between Pops, Figmas, scales, Nendos, and everything in between, I have about 86 myself. So should we do the math?
Yeah, it's about 170 to like 180 pieces of plastic that we spent just ridiculous amounts of money on. Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, collectively. Next question is by Oz Filmmaker, and he asks, out of your collections, what is your favorite figure?
My favorite figure.
One favorite figure.
One favorite figure.
One
okay,
favorite.
That's like asking for your favorite kid, but I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Favorite? I don't know, man, because the thing is, I like a lot of figures, but if I had to if the question was, what is one figure that you wouldn't sell? It would have to be my one half.
Siggy?
Siggy, yes, from Queen's Blade Rebellion. That figure for me, I was looking for it for about a year, and I finally found it on, was it Surugaya?
I think it was.
It was Surugaya, yeah. It was one of those decisions, if you don't buy it now, you're gonna miss it forever, and you've been looking for it for a year, so yeah, that would have to be mine.
Maybe you should explain what Surugaya is, because it's not like a regular shop.
Oh, well, Surugaya is kind of like, it's a Japanese aftermarket shop, and like they sell a whole bunch of things, like ranging from everything. I'm talking about like from stationery to essentially everything. It's like a Walmart. It's like a Japanese Walmart, but they have a huge aftermarket, collection of things, and it could be anything. Like they actually, if you go to their website, you can see there's a part where you can actually sell figures and related things to them, and they'll give you a price for that. And then that's basically how they make their business.
Okay, in regards to my favorite figure, I don't think I can pick one. There's just too many. Oh my god, my Tokyo Ghoul, my Aegis, my card captor. Oh, there's too many.
If you couldn't sell one,
If I couldn't sell one,
Yes. Like which one couldn't you sell? Unless you were like on the streets. And even then you might find a place for it in your little raccoon
oh,
nest.
well, if it's like that, then definitely my Tokyo Ghoul Figurama statue. Absolutely. I actually haven't reviewed that yet, guys. I've been meaning to. Problem is, it's really big, and I tried displaying it in my room, and that didn't work out at all. There's just not enough space. Like, it's massive. I can't even begin to describe it.
Roughly.
And then if I did try to review it, it would be too obstructive. Is that a word? It would obstruct my room too much in the meantime. Like, that's gonna be a multi-day thing for me for sure. I mean, I'm just that meticulous about it. And it deserves that kind of review anyway. But anywho, so yeah, definitely could not part ways with that. It cost me a lot of money, and it's a limited edition run. I'm like 100 and something.
136, something like that?
136. I'm a lower number. But anywho, yeah, there's no way I could part ways with that, because at least the scale, if I lose it, you know, because I need money or I just don't have space anymore, I know that even if it does increase in the aftermarket, I could always buy it again.
And I'm gonna buy it from you, so.
Oh, or he'll buy it for me, exactly. So.
Sure you don't want to buy it? Sell it?
What?
Sell it?
Like Tokyo Ghoul?
What kind of?
No, of course not. I'm explaining the one that I would not sell.
Look, man, you just let me know.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, I would never be able to sell that one. So I guess you could say that's probably my favorite figure. We'll go with that. Okay, next question is by Kadairin, and their question is, are there any figures or merchandise that you like but your partner dislikes? Did we just do the head turn at the same time? That's funny.
Well, here comes that point in the relationship where, you know, you gotta answer, and you know she sets you up, but I'm gonna say it anyways because this is what the video is about. Your figures are fantastic. You know my taste, and I hate pops. I hate them. They're like beady little demons just staring at you with no emotion whatsoever. I hate them. Yeah.
I guess that pretty much summarizes it. To be fair, I don't like all the pops either. I think Funko has a huge quality control problem. However, there are exceptions.
Yeah, of course. Like the Reinhardt one.
Like the Reinhardt, like Orisa, like the Kakuja, half Kakuja, Kaneki, the QB. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I guess.
Nothing else.
All right, for me, there's really nothing about his collection that I dislike. I mean, not to toot our horns here, but I think we have good taste, so to speak. So we don't really collect anything that I would find bad or gross. I will mention one thing though, and this has been a topic of discussion for as long as he's acquired these two.
Here we go.
All right, so if you're familiar with the manufacturer Alpha Max, they made
Alpha Max did it too.
Okay, they made two figures that were meant to be displayed together, and they're called Odette and Odile. Now, he acquired those for a great price.
Wonderful price.
Yes, due to certain reasons. Ever since he's had them, he's left them in their box.
Wonderful. Best idea ever.
No other figure in his collection is still in its box, but for some reason, these two are, and I have tried my best to convince him to take them out because they're gorgeous, and I love figures that are meant to be displayed together in a pair.
Show them the picture of the box, let them say their opinions, and they'll tell you all that they look wonderful in the box.
There's no point.
No, it looks wonderful.
There's no point.
It looks wonderful when you know it. You're just hating.
They literally sit in your detolf in a box.
In a perfect position. Wonderful.
So love the figures, hate the way he's displaying them.
Next.
For the next question, it's also by Oz Filmmaker, and their question is, if you could make one figure, which one would it be? If you could make one, if you could go up to any manufacturer and say, get this done, no matter the cost, no matter the profit.
A 1-to-1 scale of Rize from Tokyo Ghoul.
I don't know if this question lets us know whether or not we'll be able to afford it.
Ah, well, no. This is my fantasy world, and I'm gonna live my fantasy.
Okay.
That's how this is gonna go.
As for me, I don't know.
You love Thomas the Train.
Oh, yeah.
Choo choo.
I'd love a 1/7 scale. highly detailed.
Thank you, Thomas.
By what manufacturer?
By Freeing.
What's the?
A Bunny Thomas.
Oh God. Anyway, no, I don't know, to be honest with you. The only one that I thought would never be made, and I've always kind of had maybe at the back of my head, is a bunny version of Monica and the rest of the team. But that's already in the works. So crazy. Okay, on to the next question. Next question is by Recat220, and his question is, how do you guys plan on moving your entire collection to your new place?
Friends, U-Hauls, and a lot of time and patience.
Yes. So this is how this went. He actually had already thought ahead and was starting to put his figures away little by little over a period of time. So he's done pretty much. There's only a few left that he has to box. I, however, did not do that because I didn't expect to move in anytime soon. So now I'm faced with boxing everything all at once. To give you a little perspective, I have to box my figures, put them in my car, take them to our storage, then take empty boxes out of the storage, put them in my car, take them back home, box them, and then just repeat that process over and over and over again. And then when we get to the place, I have to unbox those, well, both of us, unbox those, put them in the car, take them back to the storage, because our place is probably not going to look very good if we leave almost 200 boxes of figures laying around.
Nah, I'm gonna burn the boxes. I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, we're not gonna move in a while because it's just too much work. Too much work. And it's only gonna get worse. We're only gonna keep collecting.
I have about 40 pre-orders. Yeah.
Okay, next question is by manga_k_a, and their question is, a figure you want but is crazy expensive or super rare, etc.
Mine is not a figure per se. It's what's called a garage kit, which usually means that it's a figure that's unpainted and unlicensed most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. And it is the Volk garage kit of Oscar Langley from Evangelion. It's a 1/4, which that's what I am. I'm a 1/4. Well, I'm usually a 1/4 figure collector. It's a 1/4 of her with it's her and half of her mech encasing her. She'll put a picture up there, but it looks wonderful and it's stupid expensive. It's just a garage kit, and mind you, garage kits you gotta prepare them, you gotta paint them, and do a whole bunch of other little modifications that it takes a lot of time. And the actual kit itself, licensed straight from Volk, is about 75,000 yen, which is roughly $700 for something that you have to do everything for. So yeah, that's it.
That's how much Siggy cost you, right?
Siggy cost me 800 plus.
Close enough.
But she came pre-painted and everything. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah. So imagine that. You have to pay that much for the garage kit, and that's not including commissioning somebody to paint her.
Yeah, because I don't have the equipment nor the skill for that.
As for me, I'm not a doll collector at all. Neither of us are. We've always joked around the day we go into dolls. The day we go into dolls is the day that we really officially go to the deep end with collecting, because dolls can run you starting 1,000, sometimes lower.
That's well, I mean,
700?
They generally start the good ones are 500 plus.
Yeah.
500 plus. But that's generally going from for those of you who like sports cars or cars in general, that's going from good decent sports cars like the Honda Civic SIs or the Subaru STIs to going straight to Porsche, Lamborghini and above, because some of these are stupid expensive.
Yeah. So anyway, we don't collect figures, but there is one.
We do collect figures.
Sorry, not figures. Not figures. I'm in denial. Dolls. We don't collect dolls, but there's one doll that I would really consider picking up, and he retailed for $1,400. He's definitely more expensive now.
Yikes.
I have not been able to find him on any site, anywhere. I don't even know if I'll ever be able to grab him. He's, to me, incredibly rare. And it's the Kaneki. It's the Ken Kaneki doll by iOS, distributed by Dulk. And I love it so much.
Yeah,
it looks so good. The craftsmanship on that doll is better than I've seen from other dolls. I would, like I said, probably consider putting down a lot of money for that thing.
I would probably get into some heavy debt, is what she's trying to say.
Probably. I don't know what the percentage is. Maybe 50-50. If I found him, because I haven't even been able to find him, but if I found him and I had him in front of me,
For like $1,000.
I'd be in a precarious.
Well, how about $1,100 right now?
We're trying to buy a couch. So
Couch can wait. Dog.
we have to furnish our apartment.
Hey, couches are transient, dogs are eternal.
So anyway, that's where I'm at. Okay, on to the next question. This is by Katya Miranda Rice. I hope I said that right. I practiced it. Their question is, what is your favorite company? That's a fun question.
Hands down, Native.
Native.
Yes.
You should probably explain who
Naked
Native
and
is.
Creative.
Naked and Creative. Okay, can you explain who Native is?
Native is a brand of, it's a subset company of Good Smile, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, because they have freeing. That's right.
Exactly.
Oh.
They're a subset of Good Smile. And Good Smile is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, distributor, licensor, or whatever of. They are the subset company of them, and they do everything naked. And they make ridiculous quality figures. Majority of them, naked. Majority of them, creative. That's why I love them. Naked and creative. Sponsor me.
Sponsor? I wish. Oh my God. That'd be great.
Figure review every other day, boy.
Yeah, so Native is great. Only 18 plus, we said that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Only 18 plus. They don't do anything.
Like super 18 plus.
Super. Like,
might even be 19 plus.
what's interesting is that they were only really doing female characters, and now they're diving into BL, which is really exciting. My favorite manufacturer, company. There's a few people that make figures. I have a few. I don't know if I have like a favorite, but I can say that I really enjoy Aniplex. I also really enjoy Amakuni. So I like these people for different reasons. First of all, Aniplex has amazing quality. Like, oh my God. Like I have their D Grayman, and what is your problem?
Every time you say Amakuni, I will.
Why? You have an Amakuni figure.
They only sell to Japan. Most of the time.
Anyway, so Aniplex, I have their D Grayman Allen figure, and it's just outstanding. They've played a part in a lot of other figures that I have, such as my Puella Maggie scales, my Gattaca, and my Devil Homura, which are just incredible. And they're really expensive now in the aftermarket because they're great. As for Amakuni, I have a lot of their Persona 5 figures, and they're also great. He has Philena, actually, the one I reviewed last video.
That was an exception.
Was by Amakuni.
That was an exception.
Outstanding quality.
One exception.
And then I would say that a definite other favorite is Kotobukiya, because they're so affordable, and they try so many different series. Like, you know, whereas, what's this popular manufacturer that everybody toots about?
The really, really high scale one, Alter.
Alter, right. So everybody talks about Alter because Alter is great, right?
Yeah.
They come at a premium, but they have like a steady history of like great quality figures.
Just bangers left and right.
Exactly. But right now they're like pretty much only pumping out FGO figures.
Hey man, it's the money.
Right.
Fake Grand Order.
That's what they've been pumping a lot of. And that gets boring. But like Kotobukiya does everything. They do the Bishoujo figures for
Shoujo line.
the Bishoujo line. They do.
Don't you do artifacts, or is that Kotobukiya?
Yeah, that's both.
Oh, that's what we're
yeah.
Oh,
Artifacts is by Kotobukiya. So they do Tokyo Ghoul, and they do My Hero, and then. But anyway, so Kotobukiya, they're a wonderful company. They're very affordable in comparison to everybody else in the industry. And they continue to output a bunch of different characters and series. So they're definitely a big favorite of mine.
Agreed.
I don't know if we can answer this one yet. Maybe we know what we're gonna do, so I guess we can't answer it. This is by Priyapra, and their question is, do you keep your collection separate or do you combine them?
Separate as it gets.
Yes, so in our new place, we have a 2-bed, 2-bath. So it's complicated. Let's not get into details, but basically our collections are gonna be separate.
Yeah.
That's essentially it. But we've been considering having in the living room like let's call it a family collection.
Who's considering? Oh, the 1D Toff.
Yeah. So we're considering in the family room or in the living room having like a collection that both of us work on that isn't just dedicated to me or him. Otherwise, our collections are going to be separate.
I can't put my brand of figures in the living room because there's just a lot of anime titties.
Yeah.
There's just that's just who I am. That's who I am as a person. I spend a lot of money on anime titties. I'm not gonna try to hide it. That's who I am.
So when family comes around, or even friends who maybe aren't comfortable with this kind of scene,
We got no friends.
who aren't comfortable with that stuff,
We just have no friends.
That was good. That was a good one. Okay, anyway, when we have visit over, we can't have his collection in the living room because it's native, mostly. Mostly, no, just naked. They're just naked. Yeah, it's really what it is. They're just naked.
But the thing is, I don't display them nakedly though. They have the option for cast off.
NSFW.
Yeah, okay, all right, fine.
Yeah, so they're all all of them are NSFW.
Not all of them.
Maybe a few not.
Okay,
the point
maybe
is,
a few not.
the majority are NSFW, and I can't bring my mom in and be like, "Hey, mom,
Your mom loves.
look
my
at
figures.
these." She does. But look, it's just not. It's not convenient. Otherwise, we just have to put a blanket over them. That's not gonna
There's
happen.
no blankets for the amount of money that we're paying a month for that. I ain't gonna hide anything.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
it's also a fun idea, being able to collect together for something in the living room. But that's about it.
Yeah.
About it. Okay. Final question is by Pilot's View, and their question is, what is your most expensive figure?
We already kind of said them though, right?
Yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yours is your Siggy?
Mine definitely no. Well, right now it's Siggy,
Right
but
now.
more on that to come on my personal channel.
Oh, mysterious.
On my personal stuff.
As for me, I kind of spoke about it already, but it's definitely my Kaneki versus Yamori by Figurama. That ran me about $760, not including shipping. Shipping was like an added $120,
roughly,
and that was pretty cheap. I thought it was gonna be a lot more than that because that thing is heavy.
It would have been if you would have gotten Express. Express is like $300.
Oh yeah. So that would definitely be my most expensive right now, and I'm not looking to repeat that for a while. That was just way too expensive.
Not until Toka comes out, but that's mine.
Yeah,
so they're gonna look so good together.
So Figurama is also making another statue from Tokyo Ghoul, and it's the fight between Toka versus Tsukiyama. Ooh. Yes, so he's gonna get that. We're actually really excited because when we're in our new place and she does come out, we're gonna put them side by side, and that's gonna be crazy.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
Sponsors?
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Oh my god, well we can figure out how much, let me know, hey, I'll do anything.
Yeah.
Do the reviews, let me touch them. That's
maybe,
all I just want to touch them, I don't want anything else.
Okay, anyway. All right, so that's the end of the questions.
Oh, yeah.
The questions, yes. To kind of wrap this all up, I guess, to summarize, how would you best describe yourself as a figure collector?
Well, I just mainly like naked and creative, as I've said time and time again, and just one force, like and bunnies. I really like big figures. They don't necessarily have to be bunnies, but like I like typically like to gravitate towards bunnies because they are generally 1/4. Well, the freeing ones are anyways. Big bunnies, naked.
Bunnies, naked, big.
Bunnies, naked, big. Bunnies, naked, big. BNBB.
Perfect. For me, I would consider myself a variety collector. I love everything. I love pops, some, exclusive, there's some, only some. Figmas from Max Factory. I love Nendroids. They're affordable, they're cute. I collect a bunch of those. Scales, price figures, there's really no limit for me. And then I have that one random elite statue. So yeah, I like to collect everything. As long as it's from a series I really enjoy or a character that I really enjoy, I will most likely collect it, which is very dangerous for me. Anyway, that's us. So totally different budgets. His are very, very expensive, usually more than $200. Mine can vary. It could be as cheap as $30 or as high as $200, $300, depending on the
Barely.
scale. Barely. I barely crossed that threshold. Because I don't want to cross that threshold.
Yeah.
So different budgets for sure. We're definitely totally different collectors, but we both like each other's things, minus the pops.
Minus
pops.
Everything else she has is great. I even got over the Figmas because at first I didn't like them because they're too small. I like just like big figures. But I've grown into Figmas because they're good quality.
So it's us.
Pops aren't.
Yes. Okay, I think they got the point. I think they got the point. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It was a lot of fun for us. First time. Yeah. Also first time for him. Maybe we'll do another one some other time. But we're probably gonna be moving soon.
Hopefully in the next week and a half.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be quite busy. I don't see myself doing a review for at least a month, if I'm being quite honest with you. Maybe I'll do something different. Maybe I'll show you guys a tour or something. I don't know. I'll make up something. I don't want my channel to be abandoned. Anywho, guys, if you want to follow him, I'm gonna put a link up, down side, I don't know, somewhere so you can follow it. I hope you have a great day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. You say bye? No, you need to say bye. Okay, bye. Oh, you're doing the thing?
Don't do the thing.
Don't do the thing.
Don't do the thing.
Alright, bye. This is weird.
I don't know. What is it? What do you mean it's weird?
Okay, should we do that again?
No, it was great.
Alright, cut.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, you done?
I'm stuck.